My name is Josh Cooper, and this is my intro video for Ed Law. And so just to start with some personal demographics of myself, I've been married for just about 5 years, coming this summer and in July. And my wife and I are expecting our first child in January. It's definitely some new and exciting news that we've had and been able to share with family and friends. So that's a big part of my life, I guess, going forward, and that will be going into next school year. We've been living and teaching internationally for the past 6 years, which we've absolutely loved, and it's been a great experience. We love living and learning about different cultures and ways of life, and it's just been an awesome opportunity to be able to travel and to be able to learn and live intentionally and learn from others, and it's just been a great opportunity for us, and we definitely enjoy it. Currently, I am teaching in Morocco, where we have been for 4 years. We're finishing our 4th year, and we have signed on for another 2 years. And this past year, I taught middle school science, and I also had the opportunity to work with administration 20% of the time, working on lots of projects, learning, observing, being mentored. It's been a great opportunity. In my free time, I love athletics and sports. I coach middle school and high school boys soccer, which has also been an awesome experience for the most part. And I love traveling. Part of the opportunity of living internationally is just you get to see so many unique and different places. And this year alone, we've been to Cape Town and been to South Africa, all around South Africa, Mauritius, the islands off the coast of Madagascar, Europe, and Bulgaria. And this summer, my wife and I are sort of going on a baby moon and spending a month in Indonesia and Bali. So yeah, the traveling is awesome and definitely super blessed to be able to do that. So yeah. So a critical reflection of school law at my school and the board policies, etc. Well, first of all, I work at an international private school, and U.S. laws in Morocco, it's not something that we as teachers and administrators, not something we deal with on a regular basis. It's not something that we are governed by beside or beyond our accreditation, which is a Middle States Association, which is a U.S.-based institution or accrediting agency. But in reality, we are self-governed, and there are many U.S. laws that we do not have to abide by, especially when it comes to special ed and a lot of other areas of interest that are really hot topics, especially back in the U.S. right now. And to be honest, I think this is something that I sort of enjoy. There are a lot of great things that U.S. has done in establishing laws to help protect our students, and don't get me wrong, I definitely am for that, and there's room for that here. But there's also this feeling of kind of trust in the teachers and trusting in the organization, and of course there needs to be policies and people and in place to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. But I actually kind of like it's just not as much bureaucracy, there's not as much pressure, there's not as much just all the craziness that goes along with sometimes each individual law that's in place, which is good and bad, obviously. The school board at our school isn't really super involved beyond monthly board meetings that are closed, so teachers don't really have the ability to go to board meetings and know what board policies are beyond the known things that our school makes known to us. And that leads me into admin knowledge. Mostly it's not known or demonstrated because there's no need to comply with U.S. laws beyond our accreditation, beyond our self-governed aspect of being an American school and wanting to provide an American education. And with that comes some of our, U.S. laws and policies. But really, I don't see it often from my administrators demonstrating, compliance with U.S. laws. And then I'm not sure if Moroccan law is known too much either. We have a lot of new administrators this year, and I don't think there's a training to understand Moroccan law, to be honest. And I think the country's pretty laid back, and there's some main religious things that we have to abide by, but other than that, it's I think there's some main laws and requirements that we definitely know, but as teachers, there's not much knowledge. There's a lack of teacher knowledge at our school, I think, of school law, and I think that's in general. As I was watching some other videos as well, I noticed that a lot of teachers don't really have a lot of knowledge beyond what they're dealing with on a daily basis. So, personal critique of myself. I lived outside the U.S. for 6 years, and so just kind of to add to the conversation I was talking with in the last slide, I don't have a lot of knowledge with U.S. laws and everything that's going on in the U.S. right now. Don't have much there. It's kind of non-existent, along with my U.S. and federal state law beyond SPED, because I took EDL 853 last semester. So, I have a lot of that in my head right now just from taking that course recently. But really, I just feel like I don't know a lot about U.S. state and federal law when it comes to education. Moroccan law, I would also say, I think I saw someone else post this, but you'd think, hey, if we're not abiding by U.S. laws, Moroccan laws, but to be honest, again, I'm beyond some religion laws and some things that go along with Islam, because Morocco is an Islamic country. There's not many things that we are kind of, hey, this is what needs to happen, beyond some of the upper level administrators that probably know some things. Board policy as well. Again, this isn't something that's necessarily passed down. I think I said this in the last page. I've been to one board meeting. I had the opportunity this year, and it was an awesome experience. I love learning about these things and understanding what's going on, but in reality, it's not really open to teachers. And one suggestion that I had was definitely to bring in teacher representation into those board meetings. Whether that means there's a qualification for 2 teachers to be elected to the board. That's something I feel like is something that we should do. And then our accreditation. I've been involved with the accreditation process here, so I know there's certain regulations that we have to abide by to be accredited, but really a lot of, when it comes down to it, abiding by certain U.S. laws doesn't really come into play there beyond, certain things. And so I've been a part of school planning committees, but really, again, school law, it hasn't been a huge part of that, but definitely school policies has been something that I've been able to take part in. So my proposed plan, I think, is just to learn as much as I can from this course. That's my number one objective, is to learn as much as I can from this course and utilize the opportunities that I have over the next couple weeks, because we're ending school and it's kind of slowing down, and with exams and such, is to just be in dialogue with my administrators about our board policies and how they think we're affected by U.S. laws, because obviously I don't perceive us being extremely affected by it. So I'd like to know what their thoughts are, and then also just what their thoughts on what Moroccan laws we have to abide by. I'd just love to learn a little bit more about that as a school, and then also just to learn from others in this course and what they've experienced. And so yeah, I look forward to getting to know a lot of you as the course continues. And yeah, thanks guys.